Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we're having a look at the AEAR-1 mod, which is being made by user Mike Moore. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is this, the Advanced Energy Assault Rifle, or AEAR, which is meant to expand the current gun selection here in Fallout 4, and of course, specifically, the energy weapon category, as it is an energy assault rifle. And I really do love this thing, as it's mainly meant, well, not mainly, but it is specifically meant to be an automatic weapon. Unlike many other of the energy weapon options, or even regular standard options, there is no semi-automatic mods for this gun. This thing is automatic and automatic only, so you will always have a fairly fast firing rate while surprisingly keeping a fairly good amount of accuracy. And interestingly, this gun is also not hit scan based, so it'll be a little bit different than some of the other weapons we have in the game, and the mod maker has said that it's for the reason so that the gun feels a bit more like other popular energy assault rifles from games such as PlanetSide or Mass Effect. So, you know, you'll be the judge of that, how it feels to you, but overall, I've been having a lot of fun with this weapon, as it is a pretty cool automatic energy rifle. And so let's take a bit closer of a look here in inventory, and we'll take a gander there at the standard AEAR-1 rifle. Now, you will be able to get your hands on these things pretty easily when you do have it installed, as basically what happens is it will spawn on any characters in the game that would otherwise spawn with an automatic laser rifle. So if they're already going to be like, say, a gunner with a laser automatic rifle, or even an Institute soldier, they may have a chance of spawning with this rather than their standard typical automatic laser rifle. And you'll also, of course, be able to find them in stores as well that typically would sell an automatic laser weaponry. So it's pretty easy to get your hands on, and once you do, this is the sort of the standard version with a standard capacitor, short barrel, marksman stock, and standard sights, which is, well, iron sights right at the front. And with that, you'll do a decent amount of damage at 5 physical and 28 energy, which is 12 more points of damage than the standard automatic laser rifle, but we've given some of those points over to physical rather than being just purely energy based, which I find quite interesting. And it's always nice to have two different kinds of damage on an enemy target. It does use, as I did mention, fusion cells is going to be your ammunition of choice. The standard gun will have a firing rate of 90, a range of 119, accuracy of 148, weight of 5, and a value of 165. Overall, a pretty good little gun, and a lot of fun with it. It's very nicely designed. I love the modeling on it. I love the piping that goes around the sides, the wiring all heading up to the front. Very, very cool indeed. It looks like something that fits in the Fallout universe. It kind of looks like it's slapped together from different parts from different machines, and, well, frankly, I like that. So let us actually go and check out the different modifications that you can actually play around with these. And I'm also going to point out one oddity that I've been having with the mod so far. Now, this is the version 1 of this release, so I don't know if a bug fixing patch will come out in the future. I do know a patch will come in the future, as the mod maker is wanting to add additional modifications and even some paint schemes so you can customize your gun a bit better. Those are not in there now, so hopefully we'll get them in the future. But right now, I'm having some trouble with the naming. I actually had to go and custom name these myself, which I've seen this problem in mods before, typically when there's more than one console command to cheat them in, because of course, I'm cheating these in for the video purpose. But the thing is, though, this gun right here that's random, I bought at a store, and it was sold in the store as random. I almost completely missed it, that it was this particular rifle because of the name. And so it's an oddity with the naming at the moment. I don't know how or why, and it may just be something I'm having, but I have installed and reinstalled the mod a couple of times now, and I still have this issue. So hopefully that'll be fixed in the future. If it's even a problem for anyone else, who knows? Hopefully it's just my game being a little bit weird. But we'll take a look at the Marksman AEAR, which is our standard version, and go into the capacitor category, which is right now really the main bastion of modifications that you can do. Now, sadly, none of these modifications will actually change the body like you normally see with a lot of weapons. Again, hopefully that'll change in the future, but I'm not sure about that in the slightest. But it would be nice to get a little bit of variation in the main body design. But overall, you have the standard capacitor, which is unusually down at the very bottom of the list. And then you go back up to the top for things like a photon exciter, which will improve the critical shot damage and accuracy, a beta wave tuner for burning damage, and who doesn't love burning damage, boosted capacitor for improved damage and reduced ammo capacity, photon agitator for superior critical shot, blah blah blah. You know, your pretty standard different modifications, adding power, adding ammo capacity, all those sorts of different things, up until you get to your sort of high tier stuff being, in my opinion, the overcharged capacitor being the best, which you have superior damage and improved ammo capacity, and where you will do 5 physical and 49 electric damage. Now, I don't have any perks that would improve this, so if you do, you'll see different changes in the damage by whichever perks you have chosen. But overall, a pretty good little weapon. Doesn't do a huge amount of damage with the overcharged, but you know what? I have a good time with it, and especially since it's automatic, you can put a good few of these bullets into your enemy at one time, which is great. Now, the short barrel, there's nothing in here. You get a short barrel and a short barrel alone. Hopefully, maybe something will be added in here in the future. Marksman stock, same deal here. Nothing else in here but a marksman stock. Again, I don't know if this will change in the future, but I do hope that it does. I always like having as many modifications as possible. And the second bastion of modification in here is the sights, where you have just a small list. This is it right here from a standard iron sight, a short scope, reflex scope, short night vision scope, medium night vision scope, and finally the short recon scope. All very, very good options. And this is why, you know, normally I'd make about 4 modifications of a gun to show them off. That's why I've only really done 2 here and 1 to show off the weird naming thing. So we have the standard, we have the overcharged, and those are really going to be the only 2 guns I'm going to show off because, well, besides not being any physical changes to the gun, there's no silencer or anything like that, so the sounds are going to be the same as well. So let's just go and take a look at the firing of it and what sounds we do get, and pull out our standard Marksman AEAR-1, and just take a little quick iron sight aim down, and I'll put off a few shots. There we go, a very good automatic weapon. As you can see, we did not have a lot of spread and bounce with the weapon. It stayed fairly accurate. I wasn't moving the mouse at all, so we stayed pretty much on point, which is quite cool. And then, of course, the wonderful sound of this thing I really, really do like. Let's pull off the trigger again. Beautiful. And then, of course, a lovely reload animation. I do love that you'll notice if I shoot a few more shots, it looks like it's 2 fusion cells which have been put together by a bracket right there. I don't know why, but I like the idea of that. It's just sort of a makeshift thing, and it makes me happy. So that's the marksman version. Now if we go to the overcharged again, this is the highest power we can get out of it, and with a short scope. And again, a very, very good accuracy on it. I'm barely making any modifications to it where I'm aiming, and it's all staying pretty well grouped together. A very good gun indeed, but as I said, no external modifications with being it boosted or overcharged or what have you, and until the next update, we probably won't have anything affecting that. So let's go and do our normal thing of taking out our target here, the wild mongrel. Let's see how many shots it does take to put him down. Let's actually not do sneak this time, because sneak, of course, is kind of skewed. And there we go. It would help if I hit him. Oh, there we go. Ooh, knocked him down. Beautiful. So about 3 squeezes of the trigger. The middle one kind of missing all of them, going a bit high, but hey, that's my own crappy aiming. Overall, didn't take too many rounds to take him down. I think this holds 45. So yeah, we just went through 22 rounds to kill him, which, you know, we probably could have gotten away with a lot less than that. Oh, 49, not 45. Oh, it's even worse. I'm a horrible shot, people. Horrible shot. But yes, if I wouldn't have screwed up being a bit high on that second pull of the trigger, we could have gotten away with a lot less. But yes, this is the AEAR-1, and it's a pretty cool little weapon. I can't wait to see what does happen with the future of this. I am hoping that in the next patch, or the first patch patch rather, we'll maybe see some detail modification with the different capacitors. I would love to see some other stocks with it. I would love to see things like a suppressor or some other sort of muzzle attachment. I think it would be quite cool. And overall, I just would love to see more from this. I like the idea that the mod maker is wanting to add in different paint schemes / camos in the future, so hopefully that turns out well. And yeah, right now my only weird pet peeve is that strange naming convention issue, but that again could very well just be my own computer. I haven't heard of anyone else having this issue, so it might just be me. Well, yeah, that's going to be it for this episode today, guys. I hope you all have enjoyed, and if you would like to check this gun out for yourself, you can take a look at the link in the description. And I'd definitely say to go play around with it, have some fun, and of course, I do hope you have enjoyed today's episode, that you do come back for the next, but until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one!